This video brought to you by Derek Cheong Kim Weng. Thank you so much for supporting. If you want to support us, please check our Patreon page linked below. Hello everyone, my name is Hendrik Prasetyo from To Learn channel, and this time I will be covering a tutorial on how to load scene from asset bundle. This is part 1 of Unity Asset Bundle DLC system. First, we will learn how to load scene from asset bundle, collect scene from multiple asset bundle, and then in the part 2, we will continue on making DLC download system. This will be a tutorial series, so make sure you watch all the videos. Here is the topic that I will be covering in this series. Oops. Okay, so actually what we're going to make is exactly like this. So we have a scene, main scene, and this main scene has a list of our DLC scene, which is cube scene and cylinder scene, and the scene is downloaded with the www class, and we load the scene from the assets bundle, and we download the asset bundle with the URL collections. We can download multiple asset bundle with this script, let's say 5, and you can add the address of your asset bundle file here, asset bundle 1, asset bundle 2, and blah blah blah, and then the script will download that all, then get the scene from that asset bundle, then show it in the screen so we can load it from our main scene like this. Oops, oh my. Let's set this into 1 because I just have one asset bundle, and yeah, start it. I have cube scene, cylinder scene, so let's say we load cube scene, and here are my cube scene, and this is what we're going to make. So let's get started. First, I'm going to delete all of my files because we're going to make it from scratch. Delete this. And yeah, in the previous video I've showed you how to instantiate a prefab loading an assets from asset bundle. Please click on the pop-up cards above if you haven't seen it yet. Distinct from a prefab, Unity scene is something that you cannot instantiate. It's an asset that you have to load with a scene manager. The procedure is real easy. We still gonna use scene manager.load scene and pass one argument type of string, which is the name of our scene. But unlike general scene that is already in the project, like this one, this is the scene that already in this project. We can load it from the what is that, at the build settings here, scene in build. We can load it from here, but unlike this scene, Unity assets bundle scene, a scene from asset bundle need to be loaded first before we can load it with scene manager.load, so that the scene manager can tell that this scene is available and ready to load. And sometimes a downloaded assets bundle don't automatically load scene, so to make it ready, we simply just call assets bundle.load asset or assets bundle.load all assets. Maybe I'm going to use assets bundle.load assets because we are just gonna load one asset, which is the scene that we will be load. Okay, first thing first, let's create a scene. I'm going to create a folder named scenes, and then I'm going to make 3 scenes. Let's say I'm going to use my 3D models here to fill this scene, and but first I'm going to create a folder called models or something like that. It makes sense, models. Then create a folder again, Unity. This is a folder structure that I recommend. And then I'm going to import my models, which is, where is that? There we go, unity logo.3ds. Okay, that's nice. Then in the main camera, just going to drag and drop it to the main camera, and just like that. Ooh, it's flip. There we go. Then set the directional lag so it can, oops, I mean the y-axis. No. Why? The x-axis, just like that, so I can see my models here. Let's add some effects to the logo, like rotate them. I have this rotator script, rotate them every frame with like that, and play this to test it. There we go. Okay, that's all. And then save this scene, Control S. I'm going to save this here, scenes. I'm going to name it at Unity logo. Save it. Then create another scene, new scene. Then I'm going to fill this scene with a cube prefab, which I make like in the previous video. Just drag and drop it to the main camera and blah blah blah. Set up the scene. Okay, and then, oh yeah, I forget something. I want to be able to go back into the main scene, so I will need a button back. So create UI button. There we go, button. Set it to whatever you want. I'm going to place it in the bottom of the screen, and then in the on-click event, I'm going to call scene manager.load, but I also need a script at the scene button. Let's call this scene button. Create another folder called script, and drag and drop my script into the folder script. Open the script. We are going to make a simple load method. Delete all of this, and then create a new method, public void load scene, and make a parameter type of string, scene name. And because we're going to load our scene with scene manager, so we need to add using Unity engine dot scene management namespace, so we can use scene manager class. skin manager dot load skin name. We're also gonna use this chain manager dot load chain in our assets bundle chain. Okay, and then add them to the button. Add on click event, drag and drop our script, and then call chain button dot load chain with the name of, let's say, our main chain name mine. Yeah, mine, that makes sense. Save it again, change to box chain satu. Then yeah, we do the same to the previous chain here. Create button UI apps, damn, UI, oops, UI button, and do the same. And create a new chain because I will need 3 chain. This time I will add cylinder prefab to my chain. Cylinder, here we go. Position it on the x0, and then z minus 5, I mean 5 or 2 is also makes sense. Create button UI button, and place it over here. Add a components chain button, add on event, add on click event, and then call chain button dot load chain mine, and save it again. I will name it cylinder chain. Save it, and then now let's add them to the asset bundle. These 3 chain, select all of them, then tag them into, let's say, no, I'm going to make 2 assets bundle. One is Unity's logo and 2 is this primitive chain. So let's select Unity's logo, then oops, create new assets bundle, name it like my dlc dlc or something like that, and then the other 2 new, I'm going to name it primitive because it's a primitive mesh, primitive.dlc, also this one primitive.dlc. Then let's build the bundle here, assets, build assets bundle. I don't have to explain it to you anymore. If you don't know how to make this build menu, please click on the pop-up cards above to learn how to do it. Okay, the building process is finished. Let's check it in the Explorer. YouTube assets bundle, here we go. This is our assets bundle, my dlc.dlc and primitive.dlc. Now what we need is a mine chain that will be the root of our game. Let's create another chain, new chain, and then What we need is a UI, simply a list of buttons to load our assets bundle chain, and this button will be generated automatically according to our assets bundle chain. So yeah, I'm going to use a scroll view to show my button. Create a new UI, scroll view, position it to the center of the screen, and then in this scroll view I'm going to make button UI button. I'm going to name it skin button, and then the label is my skin name, and this label will be automatically generated based on our assets bundle skin. I'm going to make it listable and group it so it can be layouted automatically. So first I'm going to delete this horizontal scroll bar because I'm not going to need it, and set it to permanent, the vertical only, position the viewport like this, the scroll bar. Okay, so this is my button, shin button, and if I duplicate it like 3 times, 1 2 3, they will be overlap, and that is not what I expected. I want to make it like this automatically, and to do that I'm going to use it first in the button object, add a component called layout element, and then set the preferred width and height, and then in the content rectangle here add a component called the vertical layout group, and don't force child to expand the height. Then add a component again called content size filter. This will make the rectangle fit to their content, like, and then set the vertical fit to the preferred size like that. And every time I duplicate my button, they will be layouted automatically. Yeah, like that. And then set the game object to deactive and place it over here, not in the content. Then we have our UI. Save it, and then I'm going to save it here as a main. Save it. Okay, so now our main scene is ready. Now what we need is an assets bundle manager script that will download the bundle and make DLC scene available to load from our main scene. So create a new script, C# script. I will name it asset bundle scene. Reload our solution and then open the script. First, I'm going to make a variable, a URL. So create public string URL. This will be our address to our assets bundle files. And then we're also going to need a variable to reference our UI stuff. First, I'm going to add a header to make it management, managed. Header UI stuff, and then create a variable public transform root container, and then we're going to make a reference to our button and to our text label. But first, I'm going to add using Unity Engine UI namespace because we're going to use UI element. Create public variable type of button, call it prefab or something like that makes sense. Public text label text, and then after that we are going to download the assets bundle when the game starts over here. But first, because we're gonna use a www request, so we need to change this into enumerator instead of void, because we're going to use some yield statement here. First, what we're going to do is download the bundle from this URL with a www class. So create a www object using www is equal to new www object and the URL of our assets bundle file URL. Then yield return www, wait it for finish downloading, and we're gonna check if there is an error or not. If there is no string dot is null or empty www dot error, then we're gonna debug dot log error www dot error, and we break this coroutine. Stop this. So if there is an error, if the www.error string is not empty, then we're going to break this coroutine and not continue to the next line. But if there is no error, we're going to continue in this line, create a new variable here, type of assets bundle, name it asset bundle, and we're going to fetch the assets bundle from the www class. So assets bundle is equal to www dot assets bundle, and then after that we're going to get our assets scene name from our assets bundle, and I'm going to store it to an array of string scenes is equal to assets bundle dot get all scene path. This will return our scene path, not our scene name. First, I'm going to check my scene name here. So loop through all the scene for each string scene name in scenes. Oops, damn. We're going to debug it to the console debug.log, print our scene name. There we go. Yeah, let's create new game object called manager, add a script, assets bundles chain, and then enter our URL, which is, where is it, open in Explorer, YouTube assets bundle. This, I'm going to download this primitive.dlc, copy the link. And by the way, I'm downloading this from my local disk, but if you want download it from HTTP or FTP, you just need to upload your files to your server, of course, and download it with your address. Okay, continue, enter our URL, and then yeah, and play the game to test it. Here I have my scene path, all of the scene path in the console, assets bundle scene project chains box chain.unity, and that is my scene path. What we need to load our scene is our scene name, which is box chain here, box chain, and cylinder chain. We don't need the file extension .unity and the root path from our folder. So we need to convert this scene path to scene file name. To do that, we're going to use path.get file name without extensions. But first, we need to add a namespace called using system.io, because path class is part of system.io. Then in here, path.get file name without extensions. Enter the scene path, scene name. Then, oops, there's an error here. I forget to end the blocks. Then let's try it again. And what we get is our scene name, box scene and cylinder scene. After we get our scene name, we can instantiate the button and display our scene list. So in this for each loop, I will first I'm going to set my label text to my scene name. Label text.text is equal to scene name, and then I'm going to instantiate my prefab, clone it, and store it to a local variable var clone is equal to instantiate type of the original object is the button.game object. Oops, damn. I mean prefab.game object, and then as game object, convert it to game object. And after we instantiate our prefab, clone our prefab, I'm going to add an event listener to my instantiated button, but I will need a parameterized event listener. But since Unity doesn't provide us a parameterized event listener, so we need to make our own method extension to extend Unity's button functions. So create a static class here to make our method extension. Public static class, I will name it button extension, and create an extension method, public static void. I'm going to name it add event listener, and I'm going to apply this extension method to my button object. I'm going to name this variable as button, and then we're going to need a parameter here, which is type of what? I'm going to use a generic method, so we will need a type parameter t here, type of t param, and we're going to need, and we need an event here, which is actions. But first I'm going to add a using system namespace, because actions is part of system. Action with parameter type of t, I'm going to name it on click, and I'm going to add an event listener to my button here. So button dot on click dot add listener. I'm going to use a dlc, create new anonymous method dlc, and here I'm going to call my on click action on click and pass an argument type of t object, which is param. Our parameter will be passed to this on click event. So that's how we do it, how we make a parameterized event listener for our button object. And then in here, oops, this is, what is this? I'm going to name it clone, and clone dot get component type of button, and add call our extension method called add event listener, t parameter as a string name, and here I will call load assets bundles chain. But I will do it in another method, so I will create another method here public void load asset bundles chain. We need a parameter string name, and here we are going to load our chain manager. Oops, there is no chain manager here because we need to add using Unity engine dot chain management, and here we can call chain manager dot load chain name, and here we just call our load assets bundles chain there. Oops, copy this, there we go. And after we add the event listener, I'm going to set active the cloned prefab. So clone dot set active dot true, and then clone dot set parent dot transform dot set parent to our root container, and that's how we do it. And yeah, we finished the script. We just need to reference our variable, which is the UI stuff. Root container will be the content rectangle, and then the prefab will be our button, and the label text will be our chain name label. And then let's try this out. Play the game and see what happened. Then what happened? What? Why is this happening? Oh yeah, I forget something. Why are this button displaying the scene path? Is because we don't convert the scene path to the scene name. I mean file name. So here, label text.text is equal to scene name. Path dot get file name without extension scene name, and here we're going to pass our label text.text. Okay, that makes sense. Play the game and see what happened. But first save this chain because I'm going to load another chain after this. Yeah, we got our list of chain, box chain and cylinder chain. Let's load the box chain. There we go. This is from assets bundle. Back to main chain. Null reference or break reference is not blah 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 blah. Why is this happening? Soka. Okay, so why is this happening? Because we've already downloaded our assets bundle here and we cannot load it twice, and yeah, the assets bundle is null because we cannot load it. So I think we need to store this chain name as a parameter, I mean a static variable in our class. So create string, static string. No, that's not yeah, we are going to make our assets bundle variable as a static variable, static assets bundle, and here if there is no assets bundle, then we're going to download it here, like copy this to here, and then we're going to do this operation in here. There. Oops, this one is need to be here. There we go. So yeah, that's it. So the problem is we cannot download it twice and we cannot load it twice. So we're going to check if we have downloaded it or not. If we haven't downloaded it yet, then we are going to download it. If we have downloaded it, then we are going to continue on this line, not on this line. Play the game. Load box chain. Back. Okay, it's work. Back. Okay, it works. Okay, so now we've finished it. This is the system which download only one bundle. But what about if we want a scene list from multiple assets bundle? Then we just need to collect all the scene name from all the assets bundle and download multiple bundle from a given URL collections from an array. Great! Let's do it! open our script and change this variable into an array of string, and going to name it URLs. Then we're going to make a list of assets bundle, so we're going to public just static list of list type of asset bundle, name it assets bundles, is equal to, now because list is part of system.collection.generic, so we need to add it first using system.collection.generic. Create new list assets bundle. Then if here we're going to check if the assets bundle is not equal to 0, if assets bundles dot count is not equal to 0, or maybe, yeah, that makes sense, not equal to 0. What is this? There we go. Delete this, and then here we are going to download all of our bundle from our URL collection. And to do that, we're going to use a while loop. So first, create a local variable init e is equal to 0 while e is less than URL dot length. Then we're going to do a while loop here. We're going to download the bundle using www is equal to new www URLs, and enter the index of e. Then wait the download to finish, yield return www, and then we check if there's an error or not. If it's not string dot is no longer empty www.error, then we debug.log error www.error, and then break the coroutine, yield break, and then after we finish download it, we are going to add our assets bundle to our list of assets bundle. Here, asset bundles dot add www.assets bundle. And also we are going to list our assets bundles chain path. But first, I'm going to convert this variable from array of string to list of string. So delete this, and I'm going to make this here in the top of enumerator start list string. This is a local variable. We name it chain names is equal to new list of string blah blah blah, and we're going to add our scene names from the assets bundle. Scene names, scene names dot add range, because we're going to add a multiple element. Add range, we get the scene path from our assets bundle. www.assetsbundle.get all scene path, and there we go, we have it. And all of our scene path will be stored here. Every time we're going to load our scene, we're going to get our scene name, we're going to get it from here. And here, instead of looping to the scene variable, we're going to loop it to scene names. There we go. And then just like before, we loop through all the scene name from the scene names, and then we instantiate the button, add the event listener, set active, and set parent, and that's how we do it. Let's test this. Here we have URLs, collections of our URLs. I will add 2 URLs. Copy this one, my dlc.dlc, copy link address here. Let's test one first, and then test the game. Oops, there is no assets bundle. Why is this happening? What about primitive.dlc? Yeah, there's nothing happen here. Let's check our script. What happened here? Scene names. Yeah, I forget to increment the index of our loop here. Increment it e++ if assets bundle dot count is not equal to 0. Yeah, is equal to 0. There we go. Now we get our list of scene back, and this happening again. Why? Let's see. There we go. We don't have our scene name is empty, so I guess I will make them a static variable again. Static, just like that. So this variable, the value of this variable will not be destroyed even if we destroy the assets bundle scene component from our main scene. And this variable is actually shared between scene. Okay, it works. This is downloading in only one assets bundle. What about 2 assets bundle? My dlc.dlc here. Boom, done. Now I have 3 scene, 2 from my primitive.dlc and 1 from my what is this? My dlc.dlc, and it works. And what about if we delete our scene here, because it's still here, because it's still in our project. I'm going to delete this folder scenes and make sure that there is no this scene from our project. Delete it, and let's try to play it again. Play. Boom, the scene is still in our list because we download it from assets bundle, not from our project. Even if we don't have this scene in our project, we still be able to load it. Boom, done. Pretty makes sense. Okay, so that is how we can load a scene from assets bundle with a scene list. Let's recap what we've just done. First, in this script, we have a collections of URLs, a string of array, or an array of string, and then when the game starts here, we're going to check if we have downloaded the bundles or not. If we haven't downloaded it yet, then we're going to download it. We're going to loop through all our URLs, and then wait for the download to finish. And then if the download is succeed, we're going to add the assets bundle to our assets bundle list here. And then we're also going to add the scene path, the collections of scene path, to our scene names list here. And after that, after we finish download, we loop through all of our scene names and instantiate our button, set the event listener, set active, set parent, and when we click the button, it will call this method load assets bundle scene and send the argument string scene name. Then we can load a specific scene here, and boom, done. Pretty makes sense, right? I hope you like it. If you still have any question, please let me know in the comment box below. There is part 2 still to come, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please thumbs up this video, share it if you found this useful, and subscribe for more videos. It's free. Videos like this take hundreds of hours to make. Please consider support us on Patreon or share the video. Spread the word.